Get more value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected. Get more value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected.
Well, let's try this again, Jade.
So they can actually hear us?
What y'all didn't understand is that we just had on the robot effect.
Yes.
And,
Practicing for when they take over, you know, so we could fool them into thinking we are part of them.
oh, it's like AI. We set it up for the AI revolution.
Yes.
If y'all can hear us good, let us know. All right, and we move from there. Yeah. All right, so y'all good there? All right, cool.
All right, let's go.
So you want the intro again?
You have to, because they could hear us the first time.
Well, guys, thank you so much for logging in this morning and being a part of what it is that we're doing here. It's time for Sip and Chat at the Sugar Factory with me, Azem, and of course, Jade, Gwenny, Edita, Sipel, Martha Stewart, saying it's Beyonce Johnson, who y'all missed it, but has been saying that she's ready to have an amazing day.
Yeah. That's exactly, those are exactly the words that I just used.
Yeah? Okay.
Spot on, friends. Spot on.
But no, Jade, seriously, but what's up though? Talk to me.
I went to sleep at 3 o'clock
Why?
because I was up doing work. I tell myself I'm going to sleep 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock turned into 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock turned into 2 o'clock. And then 2 o'clock turned into 3 o'clock.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say, and this is based on my own experience. So I usually, I will give myself timelines for like work I have to do. I always end up going over the timeline.
So it's about like what I did last night.
So I look at the work and I be like, okay, this should take me like an hour, and then it'll take me like 2. However, there are some times where I know why it took me 2 hours, and then sometimes where I can't understand. Is it a matter that you end up getting distracted sometimes and just the work just end up going longer? Because for me, what would happen is I would be going, and I'd hit like the hour mark and may finish it, and I decide, I need like a 10 minutes just to reset, and I'll go and maybe watch like basketball highlights.
Oh no, I'm just very picky when it comes to certain things.
So you just underestimate how long it would have taken you to get the result that you wanted?
Yes.
Wow.
And then I doubled up on the work too, so.
Oh, there's some more.
And then guess what happened?
What happened?
I had a typo on one of them. So I just went to sleep. I just went
But
to
I
sleep.
think a typo is easier to fix than
Yeah, man, that's a small thing.
watch. Let me tell you something. You got UPS? No.
Okay, wait, I don't.
The UPS is like when you can't go, your computer stay on.
Oh, no, boy.
So the worst thing does be, luckily a lot of the programs now autosave.
Photoshop definitely does autosave.
But why if you
No,
don't
you ain't telling me, man.
if you lose, that does be so depressing. You know
You
what time
literally want to push on your computer.
look, I have been mixing back in the day when the car used to go like on a regular basis. It was highly likely that I remember some days. Well, what happened is when you're in the state and you're working, the last thing you're doing is saving. So in the flow state, I know you don't save, yes, but in the flow state, like you go in and then you just see the place go dark. I hear the beep and then everything just did.
That reminds me of a station we used to be on by.
But but yeah, so it's
Nothing worse than if come go right now, you know. You know why?
why?
Because it's hot as him.
Yeah. Difficult.
This ain't the time for them kind of happenings.
Let me tell you something. With me too, I'm not a big fan of fans when I'm sleeping, right? It's necessary, but I can't have the fan blowing directly in my face. Like I wake up in the morning, I feel like you want to shut down. Like my throat feel like you want to seize up.
I usually just angle the fan off of me, especially if Jade not home. I angle the fan in a certain way because the same thing would happen to me.
Yeah, so I got to from the neck down, I'm alright.
Yeah.
From the neck down, I'm alright.
Once it hits me in my face, it's a wrap.
It's a problem. So, but the place so hot now, Jade.
Hit me direct in my face.
Anyway, I get the breeze, just one breeze.
Listen.
One breeze.
I went home yesterday, did some work, and took an afternoon nap, right? I felt like a fried egg. Like I could have felt myself sizzling on the sheet.
Does this feel like a fried egg?
That is so
Wow.
hot. Oh my gosh, man.
That is, that's a very interesting description of oneself. Wow. But yeah, guys, stay out there and feel whatever you got to do to feel good. If you got to sleep on ice,
We don't judge. We understand.
whatever you got to do,
But just.
I feel like that was gonna be this. That was gonna be insensitive, especially seeing as Mother's Day is this week. So I'm gonna say. So let's continue.
No, right.
No, Miss Jade, come on. Don't do that to me.
Well, don't do it.
Make me say it. So let's just
Me
continue.
making you say it, you know. I'm suggesting
Oh.
that you know. How come these things ain't lining up? Hold on, let me refresh this because stories from over here and here. And I have a story about the heat.
Well, the thing for me is that had been happening to me for a while. You know, I used to got to like come out and go back in.
Yeah,
to
guys.
to update.
Try that again.
Yeah. I was supposed to be productive. Well, I was productive yesterday work-wise, but I didn't leave my house until the late night.
We're outside gallivanting after hours for.
I had some responsibilities to handle. So,
I ain't working why.
so you gotta watch it for your phone, man.
Yeah.
But I had some responsibilities to handle. But one of the biggest, the deterrent for me yesterday was.
The heat?
Yeah, I just once I got inside, that was the problem. Because coming back out was.
Yeah.
Coming back out was not happening.
Now with you. Once I inside, me want to come back out either, you know, especially in this. Whatever this is, me want to come out in it.
Once I head inside, that's it.
Well, I think I have a little answer to whatever happening.
Tell us what the scientists are saying.
Bye, the scientists lying to us, you know,
All the
because...
time. But that's why you're saying it like
Oh,
that, because
goodness.
let's see what they're saying this time. Last week, we was the furthest away from the sun. This apparently now, what is it? What is the problem?
They said the Caribbean heat season warms up and may be hotter than usual. You think? You don't think we noticed?
How the scientists don't feel when they're telling us the blatantly obvious? Like they ain't supposed to be able to predict these things. They'll be telling us the things what we done not happening here.
They think we can't feel.
It's almost like as if they go on social media and be like, hey, let's write an article about this.
Because it has been a hot couple of months for many Caribbean islands with no end in sight to the excessive heat. What do I mean by that part? Me like that part. Me like there's no end in sight. You're supposed to know when it's going to end.
Oh.
That's
No,
why-
what's going to happen is when we start to say, oh, well, at least it ain't as hot as it was back in April.
Then be like, hey guys,
Then
guess
be like,
what?
hey guys, guess what? The heat wave that the Caribbean has been experiencing for the last several months.
It's over.
Anyway, let's see what they're saying.
According to the Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum, in its heat outlook from May to October,
They do a heat outlook. I could tell them why it's going to be hot.
we could, I guess. Ooh, excessive heat can be expected, especially in August and September. Noted.
I mean, the summer months that'll be the hottest every year.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
I know.
What is the name? What the association name?
Carricoff.
Karikoff, a.k.a.
Captain Obvious.
Captain Obvious.
Yeah. The heat outlook forecast notes May to July, making the first half of the Caribbean heat season, April/May to October, may well be hotter than usual for most. Intense nighttime and daytime heat is expected in much of the Caribbean from August to September/October, making the peak of the heat season. Marking the peak of the heat season. The implications of the heat season: frequent and possible intense episodes of heat stress in the vulnerable population and small livestock because of high temperature and increasing humidity from May through September. Cooling needs rising sharply towards August and September. Yeah, I think we realize, man. I think we fully realize.
Anyway, like I was saying yesterday, guys, drink lots of water. And I realize a lot of people been complaining of headaches. Some of y'all dehydrated.
Yes. Ain't a paracetamol, you want some water.
No, yeah, some of y'all dehydrated and y'all think y'all feel better we can take a paracetamol. No, it's the water where you drink to wash down the paracetamol that's saving your life.
Yeah.
Y'all, yeah. Please stay hydrated. You gotta drink extra water.
Extra.
Stay cool. Just
That's
stay
all.
cool. A wet towel on the back of your neck.
Yeah, stop it and you know.
Yeah, whatever you got to do.
Yesterday, in the middle of the day, before I went to sleep, I went to take a shower, right? And I turned on my water and it was hot. I was annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, the cold
And
water
I don't
and
like
all hot.
cold water, but
The cold water and all hot right now, Jade. You open up your pipe, hot water coming on. You say, let me turn on the cold. That's when you realize, is the cold I got on.
yeah. I had to reset my water. So no. I was me.
Oh, man.
I can't do it. Let me see if
Yeah.
the other ones are over here.
Y'all just stay safe.
Yeah, drink
Just
some
stay
water. Drink lots of water,
Stay
actually.
safe and use your SPF.
Oh, I forgot. I needed to buy water when I leave the shower. I forgot. Anyway. So, let's talk about something that we briefly touched on yesterday. And it was the new housing situation that is happening. It says SKN Housing Minister details the future of the Housing Development Initiative. Following initial reports of the contract reached between the government of St. Kitts and Nevis and the National Housing Corporation with the Trinidad...
That story was broken by a Trinidad media house?
No, it was here. I saw it here first.
Okay.
With the Trinidadian-based East Coast Housing Development, Housing and Human Settlement Minister, Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, in a national address, provided more details about the 2,400 homes to be built in the next 4 years. The 2,400 affordable homes will have one-bedroom homes to cost $111,000 EC and two-bedroom homes around $213,000 and three-bedroom homes EC $2,907,000, all equipped with a refrigerator, stove, and solar water heater. There's a link here, but I can't play it currently because y'all won't be able to hear it. So, as shared by the acting Prime Minister, well, he ain't the acting Prime Minister currently because Masha is, applicants can apply for a home online starting May 8th. That's today, right? What today?
Yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday. Applicants can also look forward to financial institutions providing the low-interest mortgage loans to qualified applicants.
Okay.
Get yourself a little 3-bedroom, friend.
Maybe I should take the buy.
I think I'm going to strive for a little 2.
Yeah, so if a little
You may
too.
be greedy.
The issue for me is
Don't
like.
be a Jaden.
Let me. Oh, yeah, don't come on. You know,
What you wanted to see?
I want to see the prices.
Okay.
Because just after what I think I heard, seemed like the 3-bedroom is the more like.
The prices ain't too far off, you know?
But that's
The
no. But
three-
I feel like there's a big jump between the 1-bedroom and the 2-bedroom, and then a small jump between the 2-bedroom and the 3-bedroom.
So the 1-bedroom is 111,000.
Right.
The 2-bedroom is 213,000.
So that's another 102,000
Yes. Yes.
to add a bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how much add another bedroom?
297,000.
So what that would be? 213 and what? 297. You're saying?
Yeah, let me do some quick math.
So-
297 minus 213. Okay, I clearly can't count. 297 minus 213. 84,000. Bedroom not expensive, right? Why you use it to build them there? 83,000 for a bedroom? Kind of bedroom is
But
here?
but going from 1-bedroom to 2-bedroom is 102,000.
Interesting.
Now I'm trying to figure it out.
Man,
Maybe it's just a matter that the plots of land are gonna be way bigger for the 2-bedroom.
Could
and
be.
then because what is the cost now per square foot? The cost now to build the estimated cost to build per square foot. I have it in my phone, as I remember. It's like 100 and
I don't know.
$150 to $175 or something like that there per square foot.
Is it? I don't know.
It's something like that. Like it's something around that range here. So what size bedroom them they be by?
Well, we're going to find out, innit? So it's the 3-bedroom, aim for the 3.
To me that make the more sense. But again, you're gonna be dependent on what you're able to get financed.
I saw somebody break down the... I don't even think I could find it now, but I saw somebody...
Where these 2,400 homes going though?
Find me, I don't know.
That mean they're taking agricultural lands.
They'd have to build them on something.
Yeah, agricultural lands. We're pushing food security.
Yeah, we also need some housing security too, so...
Yeah.
Make sure you build them houses with a little garden outside, please. With a little space for some garden.
Well, that's one of my things. One of my things to be, like I was saying yesterday, I'm not a big fan of the tenement type
Yeah.
buildings. I prefer single family homes. Now, I believe there'd have to be a balance. In terms, when we start talking about national housing, there'll have to be a balance. But when we start talking about home ownership and empowering people, yeah, I prefer single family homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, single family homes. Not even duplex. I was gonna say duplexes, but nah, single family homes.
Give me my little house, with my little plot of land, with my little area.
Something
have a
that
nice
you
little
could,
garden also.
something you could pass on to your kids and that kind of thing. No, what I also think, and we've had this conversation before, is we really need to figure out what we're gonna do with the derelict and abandoned homes.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, right? I know that a lot of these buildings belong to people and stuff, but
All of them belong to somebody.
we're gonna have to figure out how to remove them.
We don't have to reinvent the wheel, Jade. Like I said, there is other countries, the government take them over.
That's all, because
Right.
clearly they want them.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it's stuff in dispute, right?
Well, let's fix it. Since y'all can figure it out, we figure it out.
Whether it is the government does a buyback type thing from whoever.
But who they gonna buy it for? Because, you know, if he in dispute now, they're going to say, well...
No, it don't matter because there's ways to do it, Jade.
Okay.
In other words, right? If it is deemed to say be let's say abandoned, a public nuisance, you could have a lot of ways. It's a public nuisance. It's been there for 15 years. There's been no work done. There's been no effort to thing. It's a health risk.
It is a big health risk.
Even under the Health Act,
I agree.
You could amend the Health Act to be able to take over some of these properties.
I agree wholeheartedly.
The only issue that not the only issue, but one of the main issues for me that I think is left out of the conversation when we start talking about the government reclaiming some of these properties is, I believe, the people who should get access to these properties after they become available should be people from the community and people who live in and around the community.
I agree.
They should always get first dibs and preferential rates.
Oh, okay.
Right? I don't like when you start having like this gentrification type process when you have people from outside being able to come in and snatch up things on the cheap and benefit when the people from that community weren't given an opportunity to do the same. Like I feel that is a big part of it. We have some communities where it's a huge problem. A huge problem, not just health-wise, but even just from a safety issue. These homes being a place where criminal activity happens, whether it is sexual abuse, whether it is hiding contraband, guns, drugs,
whatever the case is, we just need to
So I think
deal with them.
I think that is one thing that the governments need to really examine. Yeah. And these ain't something where the government could just come take your house and go with it because, well, you ain't cut your yard. You understand? So, like,
that's not what we're talking about. Yeah. We're talking about them dilapidated buildings that overrun.
Since I small, some of them there, Jade.
Some on 4th Street right now, not 4th Street. So, well, actually, yeah.
But yes, since
you got one right there on the corner of 4th Street.
I think those are commercial spaces that are trying to be sold, and the problem with that is that nobody can buy it for the 3 million.
Because
yes, Jade. That's the kind of money that they'll be asking. Commercial space in the middle of town, yeah. What they don't understand is that, one, the middle of town ain't what the middle of town used to be.
I want them to can't see.
You can't find parking. The building now, because I just been there sitting, don't run down so long.
But it turned out like utter garbage. That cannot be the town that we used to have.
Yeah, you need some loving.
Yes, you need some TLC.
You need some loving for real. So yeah, there's a couple properties that, I mean, I know that if they're there and I think, I would like to get out there, I may never have to ask the question because I know that. I'm not gonna say it, the law them is to snatch up all them house there. So the lawyers them does just snatch up all the jiggy real estate by. But part of it is that they know what the situation is before everybody else. You know, so
yeah. You need to get some lawyer friends. You need a lawyer friend plug.
Right, for real. What do you mean I got lawyer friends?
I got lawyer cousins. I got lawyer friends. John is a lawyer. I mean, I know he forget, but he's still a liar, man.
So, yeah, but...
Hey, John, I'm supposed to... I call him.
But, yeah, I mean, my whole thing, like I say, is when the government makes these properties available or deals with these homes, that what needs to happen is the people from the community is the one who need to be able to benefit. Why are you looking for, Jade?
You seen that thing on the side of the curtain? Is it me? Oh, that's the TV.
Oh, no, it's the sun.
Oh,
It's the sun.
I want to think.
Yeah, it's the sun. It's just the sun.
I want to think what did I say?
No, peeking.
What is? I said, no, yeah, wait.
True color shining true.
On to another thing that we spoke about briefly yesterday. It's more like a confirmation for people who didn't know. So St. Kitts and Nevis is becoming a republic. When were your troops?
Y'all turning me into a cynic here. Y'all turning me into a cynic.
No, we are not.
Turning me into a cynic.
You are doing that all on your own. Because I don't read the stories and those troops want to know. As it does me.
Jade, we talked about this yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday we talked about this. By the time we leave the studio, the same thing we're talking about happening again. The same rhetoric we... Anyway, read the article.
Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew said he plans to hold public consultations towards dropping the British monarch as St. Kitts and Nevis's head of state. In an interview with the British Broadcast Corporation, which is the BBC, Drew did not give a date when the consultations will begin, but he said that discussion will start sometime during my leadership. Drew said St. Kitts and Nevis will become an independent state nearly 40 years. What? Drew said St. Kitts and Nevis, which became an independent state nearly 40 years ago, is not totally free as long as King Charles III remains as the head of state. I mean, he ain't gonna be there for long, but you know.
Jade, stop trying to kill off the monarchs, please.
Major.
Oh my gosh.
Major to kill them. That's nature.
The last one wasn't enough.
If I hear me get locked up.
Me? Which one of us doing things?
What England FBI name?
Scotland Yard.
Okay. If I hear
MI6.
they come with me, it's Azem's fault. It is Azem's fault. St. Kitts and Nevis joins Belize and Jamaica in expressing an intention to drop the British monarch as head of state. Belize and Jamaica have established commissions to guide the governments towards becoming republics. Barbados became the world's latest republic on 30th November 2021 when it officially removed Queen Elizabeth II as the head of state. King Charles, who was then the Prince of Wales, was on hand to witness the historic moment. The creation of this republic offers a new beginning, but it also marks a point of continuum, a milestone on the long road you have not only traveled, but which you have built, he said in a speech at National Hero Square. You think you mean that?
Yeah, I believe the Prime Minister actually wants to see.
No, not the Prime Minister, no.
Oh, you mean
That was from Charles.
Charles? Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
The Prime Minister also told journalist Celestina Olud that apart from becoming a republic, St. Kitts and Nevis would like King Charles III to apologize for the monarchy's historic role in the transatlantic slave trade. But you wasn't there with him. You couldn't ask him to do it.
I don't think they really had
time and place?
I don't really think that was the time and place.
So here, small conversation on the side.
Yeah.
We talk to you for a bit.
But the security just hold up just so call up.
No, we gotta see a video of Joe, Dougie, and who else was there?
Oh, boy, I believe it.
That's all of them for it to the
I mean, that might be a fair fight, you know, like 10 petitions against the entire, like whatever they call it.
No, we got the wage for it.
Yeah,
we got the wage for
that.
that.
Might be a fair fight, actually.
Yeah. I know Dougie got some pent-up rage. The
King's guard. I think that's what they call him, the King's guard, no?
I know for a fact. Dougie cool enough.
Too easy.
Yeah, Dougie got enough aggression.
Not only that, he's still training in jail.
Are you sure?
He's stay in the gym.
And I know Charles and them ain't gonna allow him to eat nobody. You see them purple things on here? That man needs to be in the hospital, not on a throne.
Question, I do know that Charles is a martial artist, right?
Yeah.
Charles and them can't do that.
You stop there.
Jade, Charles is a trained, he's won competition.
That's fine.
In his old age.
That's fine. You ever get hit with a whip?
So you think that's your knuckles?
Yeah.
Well,
Nobody gonna feel him, yeah?
luckily,
Azem,
luckily.
man Yeah, if that doesn't jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
Bye.
I really need to research people for abuse them,
Abuse
Nobody
them.
did abusing him.
Yeah, Jade, one in there. Watch here, in 2 years, y'all lock up Jade for patent.
Who said you want the king dead?
You said yesterday. You done
Wow.
predict his death yesterday. You said 2 years yesterday.
No, I say he look. Wow.
No,
you
you
know
say-
what?
you
Let's
say-
just
you
move
say he
on
did in 2
because
years.
this again. Wow.
But okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so one, I believe that Charles, not Charles, but not just Charles, but Britain. I think Britain does want to see they don't mind if we become republics and thing. I think
Okay.
though there are some British overseas territories that they aren't really looking for it. They don't want them to become independent. I think they provide tax revenue. I think they provide to see they don't mind it.
I don't have this now. I was reading comments again.
So I think they don't want to see some of these overseas territories. I think they're actually trying to exercise more and more control, especially since Brexit. So, yeah, but for those of us who done been independent and their role is primarily ceremonial and yeah, I don't think they're really hurting them the head about it.
Yeah.
I don't really think so. But I also believe that the Prime Minister is serious with what he's saying in terms of wanting to see us start the conversation. I think he's very careful when he chooses his words.
As he should be.
I think he's made some promises that. I remember we're supposed to be using cryptocurrency already since like last year match. Oh man, I think it might have been last year, man, when he said we're gonna be using cryptocurrency like by May or something. Like that. But
he didn't mean it like that.
no, that's exactly what he said.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
But he's saying that we'll start the conversation, and I think part of it too is that it's a serious conversation to be had. It's not just I want to see us become a republic,
No.
so we're doing it on the 16th of September next year, or whatever.
Which would be wrong with if that's what he.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he understands that there's a lot of conversation, but he wants to be one of the driving forces behind the push to become a republic. And
as he should. He's the Prime Minister.
All right. Well, not necessarily. I think the call has been happening for some time now. Right?
No, since he said he wants to be the driving force.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I don't think. As a matter of fact, when we start talking about thought leaders in society, when we start talking about direction of the country, yes, the political class has its role, but I also believe that they are members of society, people who respect statesmen, stateswomen, who a lot of times are the ones who really drum up the support for these types of changes. I think, yes, it's going to be important to have support of the political class, of course, to make it happen. But until I believe that you have grassroots leaders who actually champion this call, then you won't get total buy-in from the rest of society. And I say it all the time, like, we don't even know what it means, but people will be there like, yeah.
No, they know what I mean for you.
People have no idea what it means. Like, people think it's just, why they got to go pledge allegiance to the king and his successors? Why they don't? That's all it is. Can't to me if that's what it is, then.
That's an easy fix.
That's a good reason, I guess. But what comes with that, right? So, in other words, when we start talking about moving towards being a republic, yes, we don't want to see our leaders pledging allegiance to overseas foreign people who will probably never come here and have no interest in coming here. But also, what responsibility comes with that, and how does it look? How do we determine the powers of the president versus the prime minister? What's the separation of powers there? Does it play into our legal system. We have to change our constitution.
Yeah, all these things have to happen.
What are the like? So all of these things now play into, right? How does this affect our electoral system? Because now if you we have to elect a president, we have to elect a prime minister. Like, again, what's the separation of powers? How does that play into our parliamentary system? Are we just going to adopt full tilt something that exists, for instance, in Barbados?
What is about to say? Just ask me up.
But I don't see, man. I don't think that's necessarily the direction that we need to go. Meaning, we could always look for inspiration from these places, but it don't mean that we have to adapt fully the things that they have in place, right? We could tailor some of these things to us, but what are we going to be tailoring them to? It has to be what the people want, and if the people ain't even informed of
they don't know what they want.
Right. So I mean, we have to me, we have some time to go before we actually get to that point.
Yeah.
But if it's necessary, I think it's necessary. I want to see it happen.
Yes, I agree.
Want to see it happen. I don't know if it can happen in the next 5 years, but I would like to see it happen.
Drew said while he there, so.
Well, he said while he there, the conversation is going to start. Even not to feel is a bit mystic because like this is a conversation that's been going on, but I know what he means.
Yeah.
I know what he means in terms of really seeing a push. Perhaps we're gonna get a commission put in place to start having there's public consultation, speaking with thought leaders, the political class, the legal class. Those are the type of things that we're gonna start seeing, I think, within this term for sure. But again, I don't think it's wise to
rush it.
Not even just to rush it, but to make these types of moves without really educating the public as to what it means. Because I think that comes with a certain level of responsibility, not just for the politicians, but even for us as who call ourselves Kitishans and divisions, right? Like that's supposed to mean something. And I don't think for a lot of us we even know what it means.
Doesn't. But
Maybe, so
start education process, guys.
Yeah. But who you think are some of the people who you might expect to? Yeah, you don't have to give me like specific names if you don't want to. But where you think some of these calls gonna come from, like with some of the voices that are gonna talk about what we need to do and what it should be and how it should look and the importance of it and so on.
You mean besides politicians?
Yeah. Because the truth is, if it comes from politicians, a lot of times it could be, even if their feelings are genuine, it could feel a lot like a grab for more control and power.
I think you're going to come from the business side of things. What I call again? Sorry.
The chamber?
Yes.
Not me though.
You don't think the chamber going to have it?
Maybe people within the chamber just because but I don't think business kills.
You don't think so?
Why the business will care if Charles there or not? What I got to do with them?
Well, I feel like they have a saying, oh, the church for sure going to say something.
I doubt that too.
What? No, man.
The church?
Yeah. They have a say in everything. Literally everything. No, you don't think they have a say in everything? Or you don't think they're going to have a say in this?
Well, I don't think they really have a say. I don't really think they have a say in everything. But, I mean, I don't think they really... In other words, right? For me, the calls and the strongest voices in this are going to be the same voices that are strongest when we're talking about things like national pride, Pan-Africanism, independence of black people and people from the diaspora. So the same people who does be making them noise there and so is the same people.
So you mean the African man?
The African man and but I mean the Rastafarian community for one. Long-time educators, right? Long-time educators, some members of the legal profession, right? Because it is a legal issue, right? So I think I think we get a big call from the legal.
Well, yeah.
Businesses may think so. Like, may think you're gonna be hearing like CEOs of TDC, Rams, or whoever talking about the need for us to become a republic. Like, I don't thank you. Not from that standpoint, maybe on a personal level, but not like the businesses don't care. Businesses don't care. Like, what they care if Charles there or not.
I feel they have an input in everything.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, we care, so.
Yeah, I care. I want to see it happen. I just need more buy-in from the wider society.
Yeah, and you're probably gonna get it, whether they know what it means or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if that happens, meaning if they don't know what it means but they're buying, then I have a problem there.
Oh, that's what.
No, because then that means that it's become politicized. And so they're only supporting it because, well, are they supporting it? Are they against it? Because of whatever position the political party they support has taken. And like
But that's the normal tickets.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a very possible scenario. But the truth is, I haven't really heard much in the way of people being against it from different political parties.
Well, somebody wants to know why would you go to the coronation if you plan on becoming a republic?
But I asked a question yesterday. So did somebody me know?
No.
Or there's somebody else?
Yeah, there's somebody else.
Oh, well, like I said yesterday, it does give a bit of your actions not matching up with your words. Right? Your actions not matching up with your words. So, again, I didn't have a problem that they went.
And these words coming out of World of Day. Remember this was an interview with the BBC?
With the BBC. And I think it was conducted in England right now. So for the coronation.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying yesterday, it does give a bit of like, But, I mean, I don't have a problem with them going to the coronation. The head of state, whatever, you take that opportunity to experience something, that's a privilege that you have as a politician. You exercise your privilege, no problem. But it's just like, these are the questions that are obviously going to come.
Yeah, because if you're telling us that your aim is to separate yourself, this ain't really separation, man. Yeah. But
and that is that's what I'm saying in terms of your actions matching your words, because, for instance, I'll put it this way: had he had done that interview with the BBC or any other media house on the backdrop of we abstain from going to the coronation, then I think those words hit differently.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not that I believe he's genuine with what he's saying. I believe he wants to get the conversation going and make a push towards becoming a republic. But again, it undermines the potency of the rhetoric when you're literally doing it in front of like Big Ben. Yeah, so.
Let me see. Somebody sent me a post here from our good old premier. It says, this morning I had the honor of meeting one-on-one with our PM, Dr. Terence Drew, to discuss matters of St. Kitts and Nevis and how we can continue to deepen the relationship between the federal government, which he leads, and the Nevis Island Administration, which I lead.
Fair share. We finally hear about fair share again?
Yeah, what to that?
No, that's what he's saying. That's what he
Maybe them words.
No, he ain't get there, man. Fair share got to be in there.
Okay, let's see. I express thanks to PM Drew
For the fair share?
for the excellent tone he has set for relations and the spirit of inclusion and dialogue that he has fostered. We discussed a host of issues ranging from security to investment to CBI. CBI is fair share, right? No? Okay. And I updated him on certain critical projects happening on Nevis. Elections are over. Are they?
The last one. Well, next one don't start.
It is now time for prudent, sensible, mature governance, and I pledge to continue to engage positively for the benefit of all the people of our beloved nation. They in English though?
And then he just put fear shit out?
No, that wasn't the hashtag. Different.
Hashtag fear shit out?
No. They're still in.
Man, I have no idea where they are.
Oh.
I have no idea where they are, but okay.
Yeah.
We had a meeting, it went well.
Good speech.
Yeah, we had a meeting, it went well. I mean, I'm happy to hear that because
Of course.
we've had situations where he wasn't shy about saying that meeting didn't go well. Oh, Lee and St. Christopher and Nevis.
And Nevis. I can't forget them.
I gotta get really hard cut to the remix, by.
Yeah, or we could just forget Nevis. That's why they discuss us, so, you know. Leave the people off the biggest
no,
song.
because one of them could have sing a Nevis song.
Yeah, but why we invent the wheel? All he had to say and Nevis.
No, but he was talking about Zengis.
But you could have talked about Nevis though. They're right there.
But they got Calypsonians over there.
No. No.
Oh boy.
You care that the national the former home of the national hero to be made into a museum?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay. Let's read that one then.
We're talking about they need to do something in them dilapidated houses.
That is definitely one.
So I'll be a hypocrite to not be happy to see this happening.
Well, home of Erskine national hero to be made into a museum. The St. Kitts and Nevis government unveiled the plans for transforming the residence of the Federation's first national hero into a museum, saying that the country must recognize the contributions of those who have served and distinction in the process of nation building. A grateful nation is a great nation, and in keeping with the principle, it is important that we do this. As a nation, we ensure that our people would have reached the state of independence and be able to establish a nation that would be respected in the world. We must never forget the many sacrifices that he would have made, said Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew. What? Who has been writing these articles? Let me read it. Let me read the exact sentence. It says, said Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew told the unveiling ceremony.
It's supposed to be two. I would suspect.
It's supposed to be something else, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
He said that the home of the late Sir Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw should be a symbol of self-sacrifice and putting the nation above self. It should also be a symbol for those who visit us that we hold in high esteem, those persons who have made a significant contribution to nation building. Drew said nothing that the renovation of the former Chief Minister and first Premier home is not about the ruling St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party or the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labour Union, which Bradshaw led for decades.
Why did they deny them things?
I don't know, friend.
Why do they deny them things?
I don't know, friend. It is about us as a people, citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, he said, adding that the project should be completed by the 16th of September 2023. National Heroes... Why are you watching me? National Heroes Day and Sir Robert Brashaw's 107th birthday. We intend to open the doors of this museum to the general public. It is indeed a challenge, but we will definitely seek to accomplish it, said Prime Minister Drew. Yeah.
I'm merely just hoping that they make it something that is something that we could be proud of, right? I don't know what the vision is. The vision might just be to renovate the home, so you have an understanding of, oh, this is where he lived. Or it could be something that speaks to his life and struggle and thing and whatever. If that's the case, then hoping, like introducing like media and stuff to make the experience itself one that is impactful. I would like to see some of that, but it kind of depends what the vision is.
Yeah.
And
I'm assuming they bought the house too because it was on sale.
Oh, okay.
And it's been on sale for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I support these kind of things. One of the things that I've been saying as well is they need for us to recognize people even outside of the political sphere. But I don't think you could. And the thing for me, when sometimes you talk to people who might have had differences of like political opinion, with the first national hero, but there does seem to be a certain level of respect.
There has to be.
When people talk about him, even though they might not have agreed with everything
Yeah,
that
but
he implemented. Or
you just have to
said,
recognize his impact.
Yeah. So I totally feel for this. Hopefully they get it done. Hopefully something that when it's finished we could all be proud of.
September the 16th. What am I in May? Okay.
They're gonna be tight. But again, it depends on the vision.
Yeah.
If the vision is just to renovate the house back to what it was when he lived there, possible, right? But
if it's to make it like a museum that has historical artifacts and plaques and all of these nice things, then it might take a while.
Well, it depends. Maybe they have them already.
Okay, that's true.
Maybe they have them already and things.
Maybe they started the process.
I just would want the experience to be something that, like I said, is impactful, and that they're able to use all at their disposal, technology, media, lighting, sound, all them kind of things to really make it a nice little experience.
The sugar factory.
Well, yeah.
We got the equipment. We could make it an experience.
But yeah, so hopefully when it opens, I could I'm around to go and check it out for sure.
What friend where you gonna be?
I don't know, Jade. I could be somewhere else.
Yeah, I always want to be on a plane.
Yeah, because I got eat, Jade.
That's true.
I don't be vacationing there.
No, that's true.
I don't be vacationing.
These don't be leisure trips. But speaking of planes, the U.S. wants airlines to pay for hotels and meals when cancellations are their fault.
Say that again?
The U.S. wants airlines to pay for hotels and meals when cancellations are their fault.
That does seem very reasonable.
I think so too. Most reasonable thing to come out of the U.S. in a while.
So is it that it's not? Because I know that is my expectation.
You can expect what you want.
Because even outside of the US, I had a situation, when I went down for the Uber soccer thing some weeks ago. My flight was supposed to come back. I reached halfway to St. Kitts and the plane turned back.
What?
Yeah, the plane, yeah.
The plane, yeah.
I told you this.
Remember that part, that it
Yeah,
turned back.
remember I was supposed to come back like the Friday. I ended up coming back like the Saturday.
Yeah, but remember you saying it turned back?
Yeah, I catch the plane, I was in the air, I had to turn, and the pilot was like, hey, we're going back here. Me, like, how do you something feel like going back? I was like, bro, I with you.
No, I with you.
I with you.
As a matter of fact, do it quickly.
No, the man take time, like, you couldn't tell anything. There was nothing that I could tell what was going on. The plane come down, land, nothing, smooth.
If it's anybody I trust on that flight, is the pilot, eh?
The pilot from Nevis, so he's,
No,
I know he got my best interest at heart.
Yeah, trustworthy fellow. Trustworthy fellow.
Big up Stuart one time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Saving lives and stuff.
And yeah, I didn't even have to hesitate once I recognized that we weren't going to be able to leave on the same day. It was like, okay, well, y'all going to put me to sleep?
Yeah, but then there's some airlines that just be like, it's above me. You just got to figure it out.
Just hear about them there.
The Biden administration is working on new regulations that would require airlines to compensate passengers and cover their meals and hotel rooms if they are stranded for a reason within the airline's control. The White House said President Joe Biden and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. Buttigieg? What?
Buttigieg.
But no, man. We need to stop doing that, Why would I put letters where they're supposed to be?
It's not English.
Would announce the start of the rulemaking process Monday. The rulemaking pledge continues to push by the Democratic administration to require airlines to improve customer service, and it comes just weeks before the start of peak summer travel season. The aim of the rules would be, for the first time, to require airlines to pay compensation beyond a ticket refund and to cover expenses that consumers incur, including rebooking on another flight if the airline causes a cancellation or significant delay. I would it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in some interesting situations with airlines.
You have?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're traveling enough, you end up in some situations.
But thank God I've never been there yet.
I've been in situations. No, but I mean, simple things like because the flights leave late, you miss your connection. They just keep overbooking the flight. Oh, that day is a real one.
And then tell me I got to come off.
They overbook the flight and then you ain't got enough seats.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I just hold out, because I don't get $1,500. So
I just suppose sometimes that does give some good money for that, eh?
yeah. So I've been in that position where I done come off the flight and I was like, yeah, it's there. But
I've been able to stay for $1,500.
yeah, when they start off with a little $100 and so, and then they're just cooling.
I don't know that the pressure going to start to hit, so that price going to go up.
So yeah, I've been in situations where mechanical failure. I've been in situations
that's
where
the situation may want.
I've been in mechanical. Well, you're on the ground, like so the plane ain't turn off. Perhaps especially when they had the pilot strikes. They got planes, but they ain't got pilots. They ain't got crew. The plane out there, we all here, but nobody did the flight.
I feel like you should have secured that first.
Ooh, man, strike. They secured it. It's just that the security changed your mind.
Yikes.
So yeah, and every time I could tell you, I've expected them to take care. Now, what happens sometimes is that they don't. Let's say I have to get somewhere, and this has happened as well, where I went and just had to book another flight. I remember one time I was going somewhere and ended up having to, like, book on another airline. I think I went to Puerto Rico, and I think I was coming home, and I just went to Puerto Rico and then come here and that kind of thing. But and they ain't pay for that. They ain't pay for that. But I needed to get home, so
Yeah.
do what I have to do. But
I mean, sometimes they have to do the all no later thing. Give me money.
you need to get better than the case back.
Yeah, they ain't give nobody else the money neither, so including the pilots. So I feel like I last in line at this point. Because if they can't get the money, who is me?
All right.
Well, Azem,
What's happening again?
so we are becoming more progressive as a society, a little less stringent when it comes to drugs and contraband and all these nice things,
Okay.
However, I don't think we're there yet when it comes to heroin and cocaine, nor meth.
Probably should be, but okay.
Yeah. But a man took a very important step.
Let's hear this.
So a man was arrested after opening heroin, cocaine, and meth store in Canada. The man.
What? This sound like this man was hitting his own stash a bit too hard.
I feel like he was dipping and dabbling.
Yeah. But let me hear more about this, Jade, because this one is very
Yeah. The Vancouver man who opened a store selling heroin, meth, cocaine, MDMA was no weed in there. Up to now we hear the man said.
But they don't sell weed.
Yeah, the man said there's a market for that.
No, but you have a lot of stores already selling that.
That's why I said the man realized there's a niche market, and he took the opportunity.
Molly, heroin, cocaine, what else?
And a little bit of meth.
Meth is the one that got me kind of like...
Yeah, like, so you're selling?
Tweaking.
You're selling meth? Meth, sir?
Imagine people sending the shoe down the road. Hey, go buy a two
Go buy me an ounce of meth there.
I'm coming straight back. Don't let me hear about it. Don't let anybody tell me they see you down the road. That's why we can't get these things in the state.
No, you're going to be terrible. You're going to be terrible, friend.
I remember being small and it was normal for your mother and so to send you to go buy beer and so.
But I never hear about the meth, man.
But meth?
Boy, that's wild. Well?
People still do that there?
Well, what?
Like children still go by the shop and buy like beers for the parents and so?
Me no.
Somebody let us know if that still happen.
Yeah. And I hope you're talking from experience when you let us know.
They don't have to let us know that. But somebody let us know, like, is it still a thing? Because when I was younger, that was a thing.
Yeah.
Go down the shop.
Go buy 2 beer and a Benson.
Go buy 2 beer. Yes. Yes. 2 beer and a Benson.
Yeah. You know what Benson when I done do for my neighbor?
What would it be?
When I delivered this out, I had a neighbor that delivered right on the corner, right? And every time he would see me going shop, I'm going in the direction of the shop.
Hey, come here. Come here.
Come by to Benson for me.
Yo, you know what? I remember when I was small, I was watching like fellas when because sometimes you gotta be home by a certain time, right? So like the factory hand blow. And you see the man take up he quarter CSR because he gotta go home before the factory hands that blow.
Can't leave the CSR.
Can't leave the CSR, but my mother sent me for that.
Wild.
Hey, we've come a long way.
Well, yes, we have, but maybe like we reach this far yet. But I mean, he was arrested less than 24 hours after opening his store.
They didn't let the man strive. Man. Come on.
I'm sure business was booming in that 24 hours.
The man got bills to pay.
Just open up a store. Jerry Martin opened the drugstore, a mobile shop. Yeah, Jerry, man.
Jerry?
Jerry.
He sound like a Jerry for you, buy.
Bye.
Sound like a Jerry would do that there, buy.
He opened the drugstore, a mobile shop in the downtown east side Wednesday, a neighborhood that has been ravaged by the overdose pandemic.
Jerry going hell. I agree with Jerry though, eh? But that's a
I tell you, the man see a demand. I work out take a supply.
No, I see
business. That's a business opportunity. That's why I tell people do you know.
No, and all jokes aside, Jade, I totally agree with me.
But that's what they've been telling us. Look for a niche market. Look for the.
No, I mean, like from even just a stamp. Okay. Especially in a place where overdoses happen, right? Yeah. Especially in a place where overdoses happen. Part of the reason why so much of these overdoses happen is because people are buying drugs from all kind of people, and the drugs are laced with fentanyl. Yeah. The drugs, you don't know what you're getting. No. So all these kind of things.
Jerry decided. Jerry was probably doing community service, you know.
I'm not even kidding. I think that's.
No, Jerry realized, you know what?
It's happening in Portugal.
Yeah,
in Portugal, they decriminalize all drugs.
And you see how good they're going?
It was off the first 2 years also.
Yeah, but you know, it take a time to balance out.
They level out.
Kind of they're going to overdo it first.
But overdoses went down significantly.
Jerry had a plan. He just needed the platform. And now I take it from him.
This had to be some kind of protesting, man. Jerry can't be so bold and brazen.
No way.
No, you're right.
May I understand?
Tell me some more about Jerry.
He said he wanted to give people a safe supply. You see, you call it. You call it.
Because I'm not even kidding. Like, I agree with Jerry.
No, you see the vision.
I agree with Jerry. I keep saying, like, people are going to do drugs regardless.
They can't stop.
And once there's a demand, there will be a supply. Right? Mm-hmm. The problem that we are having now is that people, because it's unregulated, the supply is tainted and it's killing people.
And that is exactly what Jerry said.
Let me hear.
He wanted to give people a safe supply of drugs that have been tested to ensure they didn't contain fentanyl. But hey, whoever would create fentanyl going to the deepest part of hell, you know.
Whoever's still creating it.
Not me, the first man.
Yeah, no, but
how do you even get to fentanyl? Like, how do you even create that?
I try all kind of things, Jade.
And it does work out this year. This is the highest high you ever.
That's what we're doing in labs, Jade.
Wild. Vancouver police said Thursday they arrested a man for drug trafficking in connection with an illicit drug dispensary that began operating yesterday in downtown Eastside.
But who told Jerry, really?
I don't know. Maybe the police them see the line around and like...
Okay, I know there.
Like some people out there. Because I know that for that 24 hours business was booming. I know business was booming.
Bye.
We support measures aimed at improving public safety for people who use drugs, including harm reduction, services and decriminalization, Constable Tanayo Visitin said in a press release. However, we remain committed in our position that drug trafficking will continue to be the subject of enforcement. The man wasn't really trafficking, you know. I mean, he was a mobile station, but technicalities. Yeah. Police said they seized 2 vehicles, what? Body armor and a Canadian currency as part of the ongoing investigation. They said Martin is banned from returning to the downtown east side as part. How you could ban a man from a part of the country? Lord, a little drastic. They did not specify any charges against them. The store, which was parked next to the
police station? I tell you, it was a protest. It was a protest.
next to a police van.
Yeah, it was a protest. It was a protest, man.
Bye. I like Jerry. I like Jerry.
I agree with
Had
you.
bright yellow sandwich boards featuring a price list for all the drugs, which range from $10 for a point of 1/10 of a gram of meth to $250 for 2.5 grams of crack. Them prices sound a little reasonable. May know how they go on the market, but they sound reasonable to you, innit?
The crack price is going to up there, Jade.
For sure?
But then again, this is Canada. So
Yeah, and it's 2.5 grams. How much is that?
2.5 grams is about 3 rock pieces.
Ah, 250?
No, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Kind
Depends on the
of
size
like
of the
what you
rock.
buy. Yeah.
But, no, let me tell you something, right? The price of drugs, the further north you go from the further north you go, because from Mexico go up the line, it'll just be crazy. So, Jerry might have been right on the...
The man do his market research,
Yeah,
he realize
market
where he stands in the market. Yeah.
I want to know how much for the MDMA, though. You see that
Then,
there?
I can see. He also wore a stab-proof vest as he sold drugs from behind a plexiglass window inside the shop.
He's keeping the community safe as well as himself.
As he showed, the man in a dangerous business. Said he wanted to stay close to street prices. See, he wasn't even too far off.
Now I tell you, he know what he was saying.
Yeah. Martin told Vice, of course, Wednesday that his plan was to get arrested eventually.
No,
He said he wants to launch a constitutional challenge, arguing that prohibition has created a toxic drug supply that's killing Canadians.
Yep, but the same thing happened when we had prohibition on alcohol.
Boy, the man started to just do anything by. Well, sir.
The man started to make rum in the bathtub. You know,
The man was literally making poison, and drinking it willingly.
They're doing it here still.
Facts.
They're doing it here still. I could tell her some of this thing while you're drinking and hyping up. You ain't gonna do well for you when I hit about 65. Yeah. You ain't gonna do well. I just see how some of y'all who drinking this thing from y'all young, how our face look at 30, and I'll be like, I making it to 60 by.
Definitely.
You see how some of these people face just look swell and
them liver's gonna fail. them livers that I got, they're gonna fail.
So why you drink moonshine now? Oh yes. I see it in your rosy cheeks. And I'm not talking about the mangoes. Yeah.
Well, that'll be alright. He already had a cannabis traffic conviction, so yeah, that wasn't really. He was partially inspired to open the store by his stepbrother, Darrione, who died of a drug overdose last year, when he was interviewed in the Vice News Tonight documentary Beyond Fentanyl about his addiction to benzodope. I with him.
The issue that I've been telling people all the time is that the drug issue cannot simply be a criminal issue. It's a public health issue.
Yeah.
If you're going to tell me that there's an acknowledgement that there's people who are sick, when I say sick, I'm talking about because they struggle with addiction, then you can't treat sickness with jail time.
No, I don't feel like that works.
And the idea of trying to stop the traffickers, well, that is like playing whack-a-mole. As soon as I hit 1, 3 more pop up.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you really trying to impact change, or are you just like that can't be what you're trying to do?
No.
You can't be trying to help people, and you can't be trying to impact change.
Because it does the opposite. It literally does the opposite.
Yeah. The only places that I've seen like real inroads into drug dealing has been, not drug dealing, but in just the drug culture, has been places where a public health approach was taken as opposed to a criminal one.
Well, you got to invent the wheel, But yeah. Big up Jerry one time.
Yeah.
Free Jerry.
Oh my gosh, look at all these people doing drugs. Let's take the fathers out of the household.
Let's lock them up.
Let's take the fathers out of the household. That'll fix it.
Yeah, we're going to lock them up, and then we're going to put them back outside. And then when they do it again, we're going to lock them up again, and we're going to put them back outside. And then you know what's going to happen when they do it again? We're going to lock them up, and then we're going to put them back outside.
Yeah, and all this time, you have little Jerry.
Little Jerry, yes.
You have little Jerry, who is going to, of course, go up to be
Big
responsible. A responsible and positively contributing member of society.
Which he is. So, you know.
I don't know how they expect that to work, but
No.
yeah.
So let's jump into Jade's picks. I'll give a warning here, so y'all know what's about to come.
I'm scared.
Yeah. You should be. So, a doctor allegedly rips baby's head off during horrific childbirth in Brazil. Yeah, what's that, right? Like you understand what I
I'm
just said?
trying to process what you just said.
Yeah. That's how I do feel when I read it
Me
too.
even want, if I want to hear the rest. You want us to do this by yourself? I could go outside here.
No, it's okay. Sit down here, friends. Sit down here.
You and the listeners go
If I had to read this, you have to hear it. We both gonna be traumatized on the show. Can't be me alone.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh.
A Brazilian doctor delivering a baby allegedly raped. What do you mean allegedly? They can't see. I mean, maybe it's for
It doesn't mean prove
Legal,
it in legal reasons. Yeah.
legal purposes because man think that one hard to prove, man.
And maybe the characterizing it a certain way, so that's why they have to say allegedly.
Okay. Ripped the newborn's head off her body during childbirth as the horrified father looked on. Yeah, I think, yeah. The shocking incident occurred May 1st at the Hospital das Clínicas da UFMG in the Santa Efigenia neighborhood of Belo Horizonte, the capital of... Why all... Is it Spanish, Jade? Spanish. And I feel like you butcher all these words. But study that. They don't want me. Well, they probably don't, but you know. Reneli Coiho Santos, 33, the mother of a 9-year-old girl, was hospitalized on April 28th, and her labor was induced shortly before the unidentified obstetrician called the father to observe the birth more closely, according to the outlet. You call him to traumatize him? You call him to give him a front overview of trauma? What? Wow. The doctor put pressure on her belly, tried to remove the baby's body quickly, and ripped off the child's head. Well, sir. Well, sir. The gruesome death has made headlines across Brazil after the family from... What does it mean? Oh. File a complaint to police. I feel like I traumatized everybody just now.
Do you mean I not to say?
Like I feel everybody.
I ain't got a thing to say.
Because what?
I ain't got a thing to say.
Well, how he grabbed the child by the head? She had whoever.
Me ain't got
Sorry, Lee. I'm sorry.
Me ain't got a thing to say. I just want to get you this here. Let me continue.
The child already died?
We don't know.
Just,
We don't have the child. Well,
don't know bye. That
it's a bad one. What are the text of walk out the studio?
when the Kingsters can't take it by the Kingsters. I wanted to walk out here. From the time you tell me what you're going to talk about, I should have go. I should listen to me. I should listen to me gut.
Oh
I
dear.
should have listened to me gut. Just go there anyhow.
I think I finally do it.
Let Jade deal with this on she own. Because Jade could have kept this to herself here.
I could have. However, I read it last night. No, we are going to be traumatized. We're one family now, you know. So,
Wow.
if I traumatize, you're going to be traumatized with me. No, that was a wild one.
Oh, condolences to
Cause
the family.
what?
Condolences to the family, bye. I don't even understand. I don't even understand.
Bro.
What I would say, right, is if this is how it's characterized is true, then there should be
They're going to last in jail.
No, not even that. Like, even if that's the case, because I don't know, I don't even know how that law would go because I recognize there'd have to be some intent, right, or some negligence.
Yeah, and I don't think there was intent.
But
There might be negligence for
right?
sure.
But my thing is you cannot in any way work on people after this.
You ain't even supposed to be around people after this.
And I know sometimes, things go to these medical review boards and the doctors them just work with one another and thing. Like I said the other day, when we had the same thing, the police, there's some things that happen that prove to yourself and prove to everybody around you that perhaps you just need to find a different career path. Like,
Yeah, perhaps
just get out of this
being
one.
an obstetric,
Get out of this one.
OBGYN, I think.
Get out of it, just get out.
Yeah,
Just get out.
yeah,
Just get out. I mean, it might be unfortunate for you, it might be difficult, but just get out.
Yeah.
Just get out. That's all I can say.
Hand in your resignation immediately. Don't even wait for them to come. Scientists propose new theory as to why humans have never been contacted by aliens.
Okay.
I think this might the above story might be one of the reasons.
But is there anything that we've already spoken about?
Well, given the ever-growing vastness of the universe, it remains difficult to imagine that there has never been an official recorded account of extraterrestrial life attempting to contact Earth at Earth. The idea that the human race is the only intelligent life in the universe can be frightening.
Those are two different things, but yes, I understand.
The statistically seems unfathomable. Unfathomable. I can't read it now. I'm going to just admit it.
Jade, we all have to acknowledge our weaknesses, Jade.
Yeah. Reading out loud is one. God is here so good if you hear it. Nigga like try. But despite countless efforts to reach the other beings, humanity has been left unanswered. Who tell I that? Who tell I that? Maybe they're talking to you.
I have another theory as to why we might not have ever been contacted.
Well, let me see what theirs is.
You understand mine is?
No, not yours. Well, I want to know what yours is.
Let
I
me
want to
know
see what theirs
yeah.
is first. The idea that some of the brightest minds in science have proposed countless theories why aliens haven't contacted us. But one research from the Laboratory of Statistical Bioethics at the École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne in Switzerland theorized why we have been left unread whenever we attempt to make contact. We've only been looking for 60 years while discussing his research.
That's the point I was about to make. Well, it's
Claudio
about time.
Grimaldi said.
My whole theory is about time now.
Grimaldi suggests aliens may be trying to make contact as we are with them, but given how long we've put effort into making contact and our position to possible alien civilizations, patience may be humanity's ally in the quest for finding other life forms. Earth could simply be in a bubble. Lord, why you said that?
Trauma?
Oh, no. Remember there's a theory that we're in a...
Oh, in a glass, in like a snow globe?
Yeah. So now, the conspiracy theorists can hear this and say, see, I tell her so. That just happens to be devoid of radio waves emitted by extraterrestrial life, the scientists theorized. Grimaldi's research has analyzed the 60 years of radio silence between humans and possible other life forms, suggesting that humanity is using detectors that are not sensitive enough to receive messages, and our radio telescopes may not be aimed in the right direction to receive any messages.
No, don't sound you.
No. You should figure, you see?
Because the whole thing was like, oh, a new theory. They're like, okay, let me see what this man got to say.
No.
I believe, right, that based on my very ignorant understanding of time, space, right? One, it could just be like the universe is one, so vast, and two, so old, that alien civilizations may have existed, at least in our perspective of time, before us or after us. Or it could just be that because of the space and the time, it takes so long for signals to move and reach and all that kind of thing. That let's say there's a alien civilization somewhere about. It might be that it just take 1700 years for a message to reach them, or their message to reach us.
True. They could also just be here observing us, realizing that we kind of ridiculous and
We ain't ready to bring them into the fold yet.
No. They probably are ready to bring themselves into the fold, seeing what we just do down here.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what I believe. I believe it might just be a matter of time and space. We're either too far, or we're just not alive at the same time. Because the thing is, the planet and humans and everything. Imagine, we only would even be able to probably recognize and send messages for the last 60 years.
Yes.
We're talking about a universe that's 4 billion years old. Like, we've only been trained for like a fraction of a nanosecond.
Yeah, literally.
To try and contact people. I'll see if anybody tried to contact us.
Yeah, it might be 60 years, might seem long to the average person, but if you really put
Like
it into
in
perspective.
perspective of our lifetime, that's literally, that's less time than you blink.
Yeah.
It takes to blink. It's
So y'all just have to be a little patient.
just live our life. The aliens want to see them, they're going to let us know.
Possibly.
The other thing could be that we could be the smartest things in the universe too. Like we always think of aliens as being smarter than us. Okay, think about it this way. Are we actually the smartest thing even on the planet? For instance, like whales and so, their brains bigger than us.
Yeah. But are they smarter than us?
But it depends on how you define smarts and intelligence. Because I would suggest that they are smarter than us. Elephants, whales, all these creatures, I believe they're smarter than us. It's just that based on how we interpret intelligence. So, for instance, there might be a planet with whales, like whale-like creatures on it.
Yeah.
Right? And they might
that would be so fascinating.
Yeah, and they might be able to communicate telepathically. They might be able to, right? So in other words, our intelligence leads us to things like incredible production of machines and technology, right? Some other beings' intelligence might lead them and steer them towards personal development, developing their mind, developing the emotional connections, so it just depends on how you interpret what intelligence is and why important to the society.
Yep.
I really believe we had previous societies that no longer here.
Of course.
That were smarter than us, but we might not think that based on our definition of what a smart is. So we say, but they ain't had no internet.
So?
But they might have been able
Look, I got internet and how hard I behave.
They might have been able to move things with their mind. They might have been able to...
Oh, that would have been a good one.
No, but in other words, they've built things that we see here that we still to this day
cannot figure out.
We can't figure it out. And we can't replicate it.
Nope.
So who was really smarter? We are them. I mean, yeah, we got internet, but they built the pyramids. So it's just like...
And we got the internet and I really...
So I think intelligence, for instance, take an astrophysicist, right? Who might be able to calculate how long it would take for a rocket ship launched at this particular day to get to Mars, right? And then put him in the jungle with some last Amazon tribe. And the man wouldn't last 5 hours. So how smart?
Kill him.
So how smart you really be?
Yeah.
These people over there just chilling in the thing. Yeah, they might not be able to calculate that, but they know where to go. They know where to go to find some fresh water and how to hunt on a booty. So.
Question. Random question. Very random question.
Okay. Random me out.
Would you rather fight A gorilla or a hippo? None was not an option.
Yeah, like, yeah, that by the Kingston's ball out just now. No. Because that's what going on in my mind too. Eh?
If you were put in a situation where you have to fight one, where you going? Where you going?
Gorilla or hippo?
Yeah.
Hippo.
But I'm fighting a hippo. Hippo that kill people for fun, you know. Hippo literally don't even eat meat, you know. So they're killing us for fun. Literally for fun.
Yeah, but Jade, I'm looking at it like, at least with the hippo,
You could do what?
I have a different set of skills to the hippo. With the
Yeah, the gorilla too close.
with the gorilla,
Hand to hand combat.
it's just everything what I just do, he just do it better. Like, I could jump on and the hippo back, the hippo can't do me nothing. Like, but if I jump on like, I could just ride the hippo. Like, why am I fighting a gorilla? Like,
Bye.
the gorilla has all the same level of dexterity. The gorilla has the same limbs that move in the same general direction as me. Like,
The only thing that we're 500 pounds, so you're not.
and they're stronger and probably faster than me as well.
And the climb.
More aggressive, got sharper teeth. Like, them they can't feel nothing.
No, then they can't feel nothing with you.
So, yeah,
That's how I feel about the hippo too, except they can't climb.
give me the hippo. Give me the hippo.
So, bye. I just see what hippo does the watermelon regularly, you know.
Yeah, so the key, see, in other words, the key would just be like, not let the hippo either step on you or bite you.
But how you going to do that?
I mean, how you gonna do that?
You can't outrun it.
You don't have to run it, Jade.
We're going to jump on it back, as you said, and then what?
No, okay. You ever see, like, think about it this way. You rather fight a gorilla or a bull?
A bull. But then a hippo is not a bull.
No, but what I'm saying is, the bull at least has similar, like the limbs and movement and so, and the way that they would attack you is very similar to a hippo.
Let's see who killed more people in the world, a gorilla or a hippo.
No, but that don't mean they're more dangerous. That don't mean they're more dangerous, Jade.
What is more dangerous?
But they might say who killed more, but that don't mean one better for you to fight than the other one.
A hippo? We're going to find out today.
Cause think about it, yeah. You might ask somebody who killed more people, gang member or jiu-jitsu specialist, right? But it might be the jiu-jitsu specialist. But that don't mean anything.
Huh.
Let me hear this now.
If a fight occurred between a hippo and a gorilla, it is obvious that a hippo severely outmatches even the largest of gorillas and the strongest gorillas. In a fight, a hippo can easily kill a gorilla by either charging to them or using its large mouth to take them out.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't let it run over you, or you can't let it bite you, right? But the way I look at it is, let's say the hippo charge me. I'm looking at it like a bull, yeah. Like a bull could charge you and you could get it. You could shift to the side, you could time it, you could do whatever, right? But with the gorilla have the same level of dexterity like you. You can't sidestep a gorilla. The gorilla's put there and pull it.
Yeah, so the gorilla had panel hold up by the cage time.
And even if I wanted to run, right? Where you can run from a gorilla? Anywhere you could go, the gorilla could go. Like, even if I decide, but I can't.
But even if you try outrun the hippo to climb a tree, you're going to lose it. You ain't going to make it friend.
Jade, I'm not talking about us having like our on your mark, get set, go moment. Yes, the hippo is definitely faster than me. But let's say I'm somewhere where I could get to a tree. Maybe it's just that the tree closer to me than to the hippo. At least I could get up the tree. But the gorilla...
When you ram the hell out that tree, what you going to do?
Hold on for dear life.
I feel like you could lick down a tree, meaning I like you.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's just... You ask me, that's my answer.
You want to know what's the deadliest animal in the world?
Probably something small and what we would think it is insignificant. But what is it?
A mosquito.
I told you.
Mosquitoes are the deadliest animals in the world.
That is insane. But is the small things that get you, Jade?
Yeah, bye. The small things that get you.
Yeah, small things that shook hard.
Yeah. So that's it.
You got another article?
Yeah.
Wow, what's happening? Let's start this one before we go.
Well, the ex-PM arrested outside the court in Pakistan. They lock up him, man.
You like my for sure? Khan?
You know, next Imran that was the Prime Minister of Pakistan?
What do you lock up Khan?
What do you mean?
What
What do you mean?
lock up my pa now?
Well, you better go bail him, you know.
That's serious.
Former
We weren't that
Pakistan.
close. We weren't that close, Jay. This is fine. He'll be okay. Love, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has been arrested outside the High Court in capital Islamabad. Mr. Khan was appearing in court on charges of corruption, which he says are politically motivated.
Of course they are.
Footage shows paramilitary forces in armored personnel carriers detaining Mr. Khan after he entered the court compound before driving him away. He was ousted as Prime Minister in April last year and has been campaigning for early elections since then. But I feel like you got bigger fish to fry. They leave the election thing alone.
Perhaps they're doing this to undermine his election bid. Maybe.
Which is why I feel like you should just leave it alone. But that's just me. General elections are due to be held later this year. A statement from the Inspector General of Punjab Police said the arrest of Mr. Khan had been ordered as he was accused of corruption and corrupt practices. The case involved allegations over the allotment of land in the so-called Al-Qaeda Trust, which is owned by Mr. Khan and his wife, Dawn newspaper reported. Mr. Khan denies breaking any law. In a video message filmed as he traveled to Islamabad and released by his Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party before his arrest, Mr. Khan said he was ready for what lay ahead. Come to me with warrants. My lawyers will be there. He said, if you want to send me to jail, I am prepared for it. Are you actually prepared for jail? Who doesn't be prepared for jail?
I think I think he's setting up himself for the narrative that these are all just politically based. They're not founded in any real facts. And hoping that it would, cause his supporters to really sympathize with him and rally behind him. So we'll have to wait and see.
Well,
You have to wait and see. And I'm not one to believe that whether or not he was corrupt or not, that he's the only corrupt politician. Like, I'm not going to go and assume
politicians and corruption kind of go hand in hand. From what I've read throughout my life as
Jade said that, not me. Because I like to say is me just be knocking the politician them.
Me say which one I say? Politicians.
Yeah, politician.
General blanket.
Yeah, general blanket. That's me and the politicians going to feel that way.
That's my fault. Me tell I pick that. Me tell I pick that, you know. That is not my fault. Just how we know certain things go together like priests and little boys, like you politicians and corrupted.
So you're just out here and I'm like just dissing people profession today. That's what you're doing. It is the monarchy, it is politicians, it is
What is the monarchy?
yo.
What's
You
that?
done killed my 4-6 times.
It was twice, but I didn't. Let's stop counting. And I'm not killing him off, I'm just making obvious.
Okay. We got to wait and see what happens with this. I suspect that let's make a quick bet now. You think he's going to be able to run for the upcoming election?
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah, he gonna run himself.
And if he runs, then how much do you think this is going to impact his potential for winning?
This right there?
This
arrest?
incident, yeah.
No, it might, a matter of fact, it might boost him.
But that's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
That
He
is
fans and party supporters going rally behind him because they're going to feel like this is the government trying to hush him up or take him out or,
undermine him and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I don't know.
He's already pushing that narrative.
And they're just playing into it.
And he's martyring himself. He's saying, I'm willing to take the jail, lock me up, my lawyer's ready, anything
That's
you
okay.
want to do, let's go, boom, boom, bam.
But for the sake of this country, I am willing.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a lot of questionable things surrounding him, no? Like a lot of scandals and things like that, so.
A lot of the greats
But then
throughout
again,
history.
by the people really care, I don't know.
I don't know.
Watch, people will vote for you no matter how much scandal they have, they just like your energy.
Trump.
I like your vibes.
Trump.
I don't know, he just got a good vibe. He look good. Them kind of thing, they're like, yeah, women would sell you that straight up, like, he look good.
We're voting for people who have looks.
Yes, what? That is a big part of it, Jade. That is a huge part of it. Huge.
Wow. We shallow bad, you know?
Yes, Jade. But part of it is that we're not educated enough to make and we don't have the information to make informed decisions.
No.
So we use those guidelines that we use in other parts of life. I got a good vibe from that person there. I like the way they talk, I like the way they move. He's charismatic. She look good. I like the way she does dress. All these things. And we know that there because images plays a big part in how
You
people
better
perceive
believe
you,
it.
how people perceive you.
That's why they Photoshop the man on the flyer at the time.
Indeed. That is exactly why.
That's exactly why they Photoshop the man. That face tune the hell out of him by.
Not like that.
Bye. That's a whole different candidate here.
Yeah, but congrats to them, bye.
Bye.
Congrats to them. Yeah, but I don't think we've seen the last of political upheaval. It's almost gonna be weekly now.
Every day in some parts of the world.
I need to go find somebody to go rub down my hand by me. Don't me.
Ocho.
What?
Any takers? Going once?
It's a little forearm and shoulder massage.
Going twice on the live? A woman was stranded in an Australian bush for 5 days and she survived on wine and snacks. Tell me she just went on an extended picnic.
That sound like a picnic. That sound like a picnic to me. Like, come on, miss. That sound like a picnic.
That sound like a picnic.
Snacks.
Buy, I'm gonna lie to you. That is like a good picnic to buy.
Yeah, it's just an extended picnic. That's all. Bush stranded in the Australian bush.
That's what she had to tell your husband.
I can't go with it.
She just fed up. She went to the bushes. Them, fed up. You got to be as a wife. So just take up your snacks and your wine and go in the bush.
Go in the bush. You mean she was on a ranch?
No, they say in Sherry Papini. Remember that story?
Yep.
Wow, bye. She had, yeah. The woman make she ex-kidnap her. Well, she didn't get kidnapped.
She left with her ex.
She make she ex come pick her up, carry her to his house, bang her up, so she could get some bruises. She even bang up herself.
Yeah.
Starve herself.
Jade, I don't tell you, that is why me ain't playing with none of these women here.
And then tell people about she get kidnapped by some Hispanic women.
Watch you. The things that, watch you got to say that one thing, women to be dedicated sometime, eh? Dedicated to the cause by...
The man say women just be like suicide bombers all the time. They're gonna take out themselves just to take you out.
I see it all the time.
Bye. Woman does embarrass herself just to embarrass you.
Yeah, I ain't get with her.
No.
Okay, well.
Nope. Wonder how a good sis doing, bye.
Which one?
The one that was in the girl house. The carnage. Hope she having a blessed May.
What the name of the youth was again?
Can't remember, but
Can't remember. Oh well.
Yeah.
They'll work it out.
Yeah.
I don't tell you what part of the thing is. You just need to be one big happy family, I just need to stop playing around. Like, people just get vexed, but I tell them, I say, look, you ain't had no problem all the time as you find out this and then, oh my God, all of a sudden it's not enough, and oh my God, but it's cool. You was good all the time. But, hey, what you gonna do?
Just live happy.
What you gonna do?
Just live happy.
Sharing is caring apparently, except for this. I guess it's the exception to the rule, no?
Can you take it? No, that is me, all the time.
I'm all the time.
By will or by force?
That was saying, it definitely not by will. A lot of time by happenstance.
Happenstance. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. Two NYU business school students fatally shot outside club in Puerto Rico. But this gun thing ain't ridiculous, you know?
Jade, I tell you, unfortunately, when I was in St. Thomas, they had some shooting. The last night of the event, I did doing my thing. The police come up to me and was like, you need to lock off everything. I'm like, well, but who is you? I said, bro, please to bring the head cop to talk to me. Because me know where you come from. Me know where you be. Me ain't tell me no boy.
The head cop.
And they come back, they say, oh, locked off, there's been an incident. I said, no problem. Stop the band, guys, stop the band. But yeah, like, it's
ridiculous, man.
yeah, man, like, the way that people seem to not have a true value of life
No.
is
Over any little inconvenience are killing people too, you know?
Scary, Jade.
So I tell her, you may want to go, no matter how much time that's so hard. No, what you said? No, it's true. The reason I don't want to go to America is because I feel like somebody gonna have a bad day and kill me. They ain't got nothing to do with this, you know?
Must be there doing some shopping.
Look at the mall in Texas recently.
That's exactly what I was referencing.
Not me. Cause,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
yeah.
Very unfortunate. People losing their life, like, so.
So without a second thought, a man just had a bad day, he walk out.
Unnecessarily.
You know what? I'm gonna kill everybody.
Unnecessarily. But
And I mean, like, you know, sometimes when we were younger, we used to have bad days and be like, bye, I wish everybody could have, you know. But we didn't mean literally.
yeah, my parents always instilling me to be careful of my words. I never really said that, but yeah, that was a regular thing people would say.
But we did, I don't think they mean it literally, man. Wild.
But Jade, I think it's time we head out, we leave, we disembark, we disengage, we disappear, we disembark.
Got some stuff to do, include sleep. I need to go home with a nap.
Yeah.
I'm malfunctioning.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, come like everybody in your third Bible kind of.
But then Jade mean.
Oh, Jade ain't gonna nap? Okay.
What you did
Chantal, so Chantal after. She want it on camera. Yeah, she want it on camera.
I'm just ignoring it, yeah.
But guys, it's been an amazing morning talking to you guys. Thank you guys for joining us this morning.
Of course.
Make sure you come back tomorrow and link us right here at the Sugar Factory.
Don't forget to like,
Share,
subscribe,
comment.
make sure everybody can see the thing, you know. That's the only
Follow.
way for you people to help us people.
Indeed. But alas,
You gotta go.
we gotta go. We gotta leave, we gotta go. One of them things. Like, you can't be a bad man if you don't sit there.
No.
We gotta listen back.
Yeah.
I don't hear men if I hear what say that.
Of course.
That way you don't say that?
Well, normal.
That's a staple.
Like if you are a bad
Yeah,
man.
bad man, and you say that's something wrong.
That's yeah.
The same way as if you got a master that look at say screaming there, say
Yeah, of course.
If you can say screaming, I go home.
But what's the point? What is the point? Obviously something wrong.
Yeah, what's this whispering you're doing?
Yeah, you probably might have slipped into an alternate universe or something.
Yeah, there's something wrong. Something wrong.
Hey, that was so funny. Say that. So I tell a man, so I say, when you can start to scream is when the session's over.
Yeah, bye.
When Lucas start to scream, it's about what you mean.
When Lucas start to scream, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know what time it is.
Things turn right up. Things turn right up. But yeah, guys, we're going to leave, we're going to go. And appreciate you guys taking the time out to hang out with us this morning. But please remember, spend more time living your content than posting it.
Please, unless you're posting it so we can talk about it.
If that is your goal, trust me, we will oblige.
Yes.
And of course, guys, please remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. We're going to see you guys tomorrow.